Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To the air, Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he is going to get the 1st down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And again, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on 2nd down, Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run now with Ware. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From midfield, here's Allen. That escapes the sack. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now Allen to throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He's still on his feet. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss, the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Goes underneath for Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up fourth and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Watch it now, Barney!
Allen now on first down. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bills send the punter out. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mahomes now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Marty.
On the run, it's Ware. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Leopard!
On second down, here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Mack. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The intended target was Corey Coleman. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Leopard!
Now a play fake here on first down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Allen. This complete to the tight end, Clay. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Allen will try again on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. On third down, it's Mack, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
One final try here for Allen. He finds Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. Going for it all. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Bell. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the I. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Patrick Mahomes, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now Jones. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Back to throw. Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. To throw is Allen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
To throw, it's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
Well, no doubt an electrifying finish.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving that rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like Trugoy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get... Boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the... That was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to you all get a bird. This Oprah. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water, then had to wait? Do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying it?
keep an eye on